Hey guys, Novaexplosion and welcome back to more Trails to Azure. Let's load it up. We finished the prologue, we just did the prologue and that was it. So we're gonna move on to chapter 1 and see what happens. We have the new SSS, we have Ellie and then Wazi and Noel. 2 days after the arrest at Altair Lodge, by the way. So we'll see what happens with the game now. Oh, new music for Crossbell. Pretty good, pretty good. Oh, right away we're just off the cuff hey, here are your side quests. I hope side quests are better in this game. I will give them a chance, but I hope they're better. I'm gonna go in with an open mind like I did for Zero, but if they start to bore me, I will stop doing them like I did for Zero. Here we go, we already have a few. I remember these. They're the support requests the SSS always receives, right? Yep, we usually get them every day in a single batch. Generally, it's up to us to decide how many we'll actually respond to. Well, the red ones we have to respond to move on the game. That said, any requests marked urgent have to be dealt with no matter what. Sounds reasonable enough. I assume the ones that have a later deadline are fine to leave for another day. Sure, if you prefer it that way. Whenever we check the terminal, it'll let us know how much time we have remaining. You can also check the status of a request in the detective notebook. Detective notebook? You mean that little black book you write in every so often, Ellie? Yes, this one. We use them to jot down any new developments on our investigations and support requests. It's a good way to keep track of multiple cases at once. Also serves as a manual for our tactical orbments, the Enigmas. That's pretty nifty. Though I do get the feeling your little notebook will become orbalized like everything else someday. You're right, I heard from Tio that the Foundation's already doing research for that. I'm not so sure I can handle that much orbalization myself. Agreed. I think old-fashioned pen and paper are the perfect match. Anyway, this is how we do things here at the SSS. Let's start by checking the details of those requests on the terminal. Roger. I look forward to seeing what's in store. Okay, this is the same as Zero, so I'm just gonna skip it. Here we are, level 48, level 50 for Wazi and Noel. How'd you like the prologue, by the way? It was cool. Good introduction chapter to Azure. Seeing Kevin was also great. An Enigma 2 to me. TPD headquarters requested that I give you guys a short lesson on how to operate your Enigmas. A few days ago, the 1st Division's Intel Network received unconfirmed accounts that Imperial yada yada. Lecter Arundel, oh my word. And then 2 monster quests. That's 2 monster extermination cases and 2 urgent requests. Enigma 2 training aside, this other one seems pretty significant. Right, I never expected that Lecter character would return to Crossbell. You mean the guy who tried to play dumb at the Schwarz auction? His act didn't fool me at all. I could tell he was far from ordinary. I read a file on him back when I was training with the 1st Division. He's Captain Lecter Arundel of the Imperial Army's Intelligence Division. He also appears to be a second secretary for the Imperial government. He's part of their intelligence agency. Yes, from what I can tell, he's highly capable of handling political affairs. His elusive nature must be the result of his extensive training as well. I'd wager half of it comes naturally, though. Anyway, considering he's an Imperial Secretary and Intelligence Officer, would that make him the famous Blood and Iron Chancellor's confidant? Where does Wazi get all this info? Yeah, according to the 1st Division's intel, he reports directly to Chancellor Osborne. It confirmed that he visited Crossbell with the Chancellor last year to have an informal meeting with Speaker Hartman. He even said as much himself. We all swore he was joking, but it turned out to be truer than we could have imagined. In other words, we're dealing with someone who's anything but ordinary. Or normal. Same difference. Well, sounds intriguing. Just to confirm, handling support requests within the city is our highest priority, right? Yeah, we'll have to go on the highway for one of those wanted monsters, but we can leave that for later. It's been a few months since Rivash's demise. Things are already beginning to move in the other world, slowly, but surely. Yes, such as highwaying the Imperial government's recent activity. I'm sure the trade conference at the end of the month will play a large role. What trade conference? The International Forum our new mayor proposed. A number of world leaders are supposed to be in town. Exactly. Mayor Dieter Croy is sponsoring it. It's all economic summit where he, along with the representatives from Arabonia, Calvar, Labro, and Rimaferia will meet. Its official name is the West Zemiria Trade Conference. I don't think anyone expected him to organize such a large-scale event so quickly after assuming office. But I suppose nothing's impossible for the CEO of the illustrious IBC. I've never actually spoken to the man, but he sounds incredibly capable. You met him once before, right, Wazi? That I did, back when I got my letter of recommendation. I was surprised when he was willing to advocate for some ruffian fresh out of a street gang to join the force. I probably shouldn't be saying this, but he's too generous for his own good. This is no laughing matter, Wazi. It certainly was for Uncle Dieter. He let out his usual hearty guffaw and commented on what an amusing kid you were. You guys are hard at it already, huh? Chief Sergei. Good morning, sir. At ease, soldier. The SSS is pretty hands-off for the most part. You can do as you see fit. I don't plan to interfere unless the situation is dire. Yeah, classic Sergei. Understood. Surprisingly accommodating for a superior officer, aren't you? I don't know if I'd put it like that. The chief is only a laissez faire? I don't know what that means, because watching over us would be too bothersome. You know me too well. However, today's an exception. I've got a direct order for you guys. What? From you, Chief? Yeah, I can wait until you're finished handling your support request, though. You'll be going to the police academy. The police academy? You mean on the West Crossbell Highway? It's right next to the CGF's training grounds. Yeah, well, you and Lloyd are well acquainted with it already. I'll ring you on your Enigma once I'm done setting things up on my end. Until then, work through your support requests and patrol the city. Roger that, I think. Wait, what exactly do you need us to do there? You'll just have to wait and see. I'll contact you later. I'm heading out. Sorry, Noel. This is just the way the SSS operates. Well, if you look at it positively, he's fostering our independence and honing our judgment, sort of. Right, that's Chief Sergei for you, ingenuous as ever. They do say perspective is everything. Anyway, are we going to check out the city? We sure are. Oh yeah, Kia said she was about to leave for Sunday school. Seeing as the Chief's already out, maybe we should go see her off. Absolutely, let's head to the 3rd floor and see if Kia's ready. Alright then, 3rd floor. This is not Kia's room. So I substitute this value into the formula, and... it's the true villain of trails. Math. Yippee, I did it. Never mind, Kia overcame it. Kia? Ah, Lloyd. You have Sunday school today, don't you? Shouldn't you get ready to leave soon? Oh yeah, I guess it's about time to meet up with Ryu and them. Are you all going out for work? Uh-huh. We were thinking we could all leave together if you want. Oh, were you doing some reviewing before class? Yup. You're such a good girl, Kia. I don't think I've ever studied any more than I had to back in Sunday school. That's more than I could say. I hardly even showed up. Classic Wazi. Wazi strikes me as the playing hooky guy. Figured it'd make more sense to learn on my own than to be taught by some incompetent priest. Could you please not set a bad example for Kia? Huh? Sounds like I upset Mama Bear and Papa Bear. What's wrong? Oh, I was just marveling at how advanced Crossbell's curriculum is. More importantly, shouldn't we be going? Yeah. Are you coming with us, Kia? Yep, give me a sec. Okay, all set. Alright, let's go. Why don't we take Kia out the back exit? Words, I can't read. Bum, bum, bum. Kia Sunday school to go taking back. Oh, back exit is this way. Wait a second. When did this happen? Was the rear exit always like this? Perhaps someone commissioned some renovations to be done. Oh yeah, you guys weren't here. Some construction people came by while you were on your trip. I guess the chief called them in. Oh really? I didn't notice any of this yesterday. Makes me wonder what the chief's up to. Well, I'm sure he has a good reason for it, whatever it is. In any case, it may be better if we don't leave this way. Yeah, let's go out the entrance downstairs. How on fort? Ba-ba-bum. This school is towards mains, I think, right? Hey Ryu, hey Emery. You're late? We were waiting for you in front of the bakery. Come on, class is about to start. Sorry guys. Hey there you two, you're as energetic as ever. It's good to see you're getting along so well with Kia. Oh, you guys are back. Yeah, long time no see. Kia told us about it already. You're starting the SSS up again, right? Yeah, thankfully. We'll be revamping a few things around here, so stay tuned, okay? I'll believe it when I see it. Still, I guess you guys are good enough to be on the same level as the Brazers now, almost. Come on, Ryu, why do you always have to be so rude? I can't say I'm surprised the SSS is popular with kids, too. Who's that behind you? I don't think I've ever seen them before. Actually, I don't see T or Randy anywhere. They're busy taking care of some unfinished business right now. These two are Noel and Wazi, the newest members of the SSS. Nice to meet you. Yeah, you too. Hold on a sec. Is the other one a guy or a girl? I mean, your face is kinda girly, but... Ryu. Good question. If you think I'm a girl, then who am I to say otherwise? Wazi. Come on, Wazi. Stop trying to confuse the kids. More importantly, shouldn't three of you get going already? Oh yeah. See you later, everyone. Good luck with work. Okay, you're taking yourself to school. That works. Good luck to you too, Kia. Watch out for cars, okay? Uh-huh. Cool, let's go to Momo's place. Yeah, we need to hurry. Momo from Breath of Fire as well? You got Ryu and then you got Momo. That's crazy. Ah, to be a kid again. Those boys, were they from West Street? One of them is, the other is from the residential district. Anyway, let's get to work. We can stop by Genton and headquarters to start. It'd be a good idea to give the city a once-over while we're at it. Oh, like a patrol. Yes, though perhaps not as official. They're a helpful source of information. Sometimes we'll run into people who need our assistance as well. The chief should call us on my Enigma sometime later. Let's go check out the city while we're waiting. Roger. Bye by me, shall we? Bright skies, gathering storms. That's a really nice background. Crossbell City map can now be opened. Options. Yeah, same as 0. Don't need to read this. What do I want to do first? I want to go kill one of these monsters first. Well, first thing I'm going to do is go to the Orban shop. Mason Imelda monster extermination. Sighted in the downtown district. Oh, Mason Imelda's apartment. You can go do that really quick. This is West Crossbell. This is towards the police academy. And then we have these two. Service counter at Jet and Orbital store. We're headed there right now, so we can go pick that up. Or at least, like, start it. Ah, there you are, Lloyd. And you brought some fresh faces with you, I see. Yeah, these two are the newest members of the SSS. Nice to meet you, I'm Noel Seeker. Wazi Hemisphere, pleasure's all mine. Incidentally, I hear you and Lloyd have known each other since you were little. I'd love to hear about what he was like in his early days if you don't mind my asking. Oh, you bet I don't. I've got a story or two about him that shocked the pants off of you, believe me. I never should have introduced you two. If you're done plotting my future embarrassment, could we get back to business? You were going to show us how to use our Enigma 2 orbits, right? Oh yeah, sorry, slipped my mind for a second. Let's begin. As I'm sure you all know, you're now using a brand new model of the battle orbit, the Enigma 2. It's a direct upgrade from your previous Enigmas, manufactured courtesy of the Epstein Foundation. The biggest difference it has from the old models is the center slot. The quartz that goes in, their master quartz, yada yada. They're the ones with the patterns engraved on them, right? Exactly, you can't miss them. A master quartz differs from a regular quartz that has the potential to develop and grow. By defeating enemies while it's set in your Enigma 2, it'll gain experience and become more powerful over time. Wow, it sounds almost supernatural. Yes, it's as though the master quartz itself is actually alive. So I assume we're in for a bit of a lecture on its underlying principles or something. Nah, sorry to disappoint, but I'm no researcher. I just know the basics of how it works. Maybe grow wasn't the right word though. You could think of it more like you're drawing out the hidden power inside the quartz. Anyway, I can at least explain the essentials of using your Enigma 2s. Not so much the theory, but the real life, practical know-how. Before we get to that though, here, these are for you. Oh, I got Pixie. Pro. So this is a master quartz. Oh right, because Noelle has hers from the prologue. It certainly feels different from a regular quartz. Are you sure you don't want us to pay for these though? Don't worry about it, the CPD provided them for me for your training specifically. By the way, master quartz can't be synthesized at normal workshops, they can't be mass-produced either. The few we do have here were shipped directly from the Foundation. Basically, we're only able to sell one master quartz of each type, so handle yours with care. I see, so they're pretty rare then. Do you have any tips for us before we use them in the field, Wendy? Sure, first, could you all equip your master quartz for me? Doesn't matter who uses which, just let me know when everyone's set. And while master quartz do have elemental types, their slots have no restrictions. In other words, anyone can use any master quartz. Fun. I see, that's very convenient. What are we waiting for then? Let's get them equipped. I remember really liking the master quartz system, so I hope I like it here too. I mean, I don't see why I wouldn't. It's apparently better. It's the same, but better, so I mean, even if it's just the same, it's probably really good. This is ATS when battles begin. 2 turns of ATS plus 25. This should go on Ellie because she is better for arc casting. Raises speed when battle begins 2 turns. You can mix and match later, which would be kind of fun to try. But for right now, I'm just going to give everyone like their quote-unquote canon master quartz. But we can always mix and match later. Alrighty, you've all got master quartz equipped now. Good work. What's next, Wendy? Nothing big. You just need to get some live practice in so you can see how they work for yourself. You mean you want us to use them in actual combat? Sure do. I know you and Noelle already have some experience, Lloyd, but humor me anyway. Worst case, you get some extra practice in. That sounds fair enough. Do you want us to force any particular locations or a specific number of battles? Not really, I'll leave the who, what, and where of things up to you. Just win one fight without turning tail and running away, that'll be enough. I think we can manage that. Well, Lloyd, any ideas where we should go? One of our support requests involved clearing out some monsters in Mason and Melda, didn't it? We can kill 2 birds with 1 stone that way. Good thinking, I was going to do the same thing. Good idea, it'll be a lot easier than heading toward the highway. Great, sounds like you got a place in mind. Before I forget, I've got more quartz for you to take along. Oh, mind? What's this for? Just another little gift from the CPD headquarters. If you set it in a normal slot, you'll be able to use a brand new art for the Enigma to analyze. Knowing is half the battle, as they say. Try it out in combat, you'll see what I mean. I hear you loud and clear. Without Tio around, we'll need to rely on arts and items to analyze enemies in the meantime. Alright then, take care out there. Wouldn't want you to slip on a training mission, am I right? And don't forget, you can come back to tune your orbits or synthesize some new quartz whenever you want. This is all the same as 0. I don't think I have too much Sepith to use, but we could try. We have a decent amount of Sepith. I need to like reopen your slots. Okay, so this isn't like Cold Steel 1 to 2 where they keep all the slots open and you just upgrade them. I have to open them again, which is fine. So I'm gonna upgrade, just open one of Ellie's. Ba-ba-ba-bum. How are your other... Okay, none of you have slots. We need to fix that. We should take this EP cut. Put this in mind, and then put this evade. You have a hit on you, which is decent. Sparkle and Soul Blur. Or go down Innocent Arc. I mean attack, I mean HP. Then maybe a defense up. You already have tier. Nice. So, give this HP to Lloyd. You take this attack up. I'll just save the rest of my, my stuff.